So even though we just had a super intense snowstorm where I am, I decided to paint my lips with neon lipstick because I want to be somewhere really hot and warm. And I'm just so over winter and I want to be in Florida right now. Hey everyone! As you can see, I'm still wearing the same outfit. I wanted to hop right into this and start talking about merch. So here we go. I don't even know where to start. I didn't write a cue card this time. Bad or bad. So I might ramble, I might not. Who knows? I've repeated myself so many times about merch to people who asked. So hopefully I can stay on track and good luck to me. If you've been chosen for the role of merchandise for your future Disney college program or cultural exchange program, congratulations, you are officially the coolest person ever. Just kidding, everyone's cool. Everyone is awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. But anyways, merch is awesome because, why is it awesome? There are so many options when it comes to merchandise. I feel like the role of merchandise has the most amount of locations that you can have when it comes to a role at Disney. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I don't have a fact checker, but you could literally get put anywhere. Like, it's crazy. And you could pick up hours anywhere, you could experience any location you want, because once you have merch training, your options are endless. So that's pretty awesome. You could work at a resort, you could work at a park, you could work at Disney Springs. But aside from that, the options are endless. And the experience you have is so different from every single person who does merchandise, and it's so unique that you just can't really compare it. So even me explaining my experience to you is just gonna be so much different than anyone else experiencing it. So that's why I love this role so much. It's all about your personality and how you can take the role and create your own magic with it. So I'm basically just here to tell you my experience with it and why I loved it and why I'm excited to do a round 2 of it. So this is kind of just going to be like a chill conversation about my life and merch in 2015. So I worked at the Yacht and Beach Club Resort, which is like a 3 to 5 minute walk from Epcot and about a 15 to 30 minute walk, I guess, depending on how fast you are, from Hollywood Studios, and it's right across from the boardwalk, which I regret to say I've never been to. I know, it's pretty bad. But yeah, it's pretty central to a lot of stuff. It's a beautiful resort. Something I really loved about working at the Yacht and Beach Club Resort was that it was 2 different resorts kind of sorta attached to each other, and I got to work in 2 different gift shops, so I had a little bit of variety in there. And there was a grocery store inside of the Beach Club marketplace, which was the Beach Club's gift shop. So I got to deal with a little bit of food handling as well. And I got to do floor stocking, and I think seeing the whole backstage of a resort was pretty cool too, because you don't get that everywhere, right? So it was pretty laid back. We had very few cast members at my location, and it was such a tight-knit community, so we all got along really well. We had quite a few college programmers where I worked, so we were all around the same age, and that was great because we got to hang out at the parks a lot. And we made quite a few trips to IHOP at 3 in the morning, which becomes a Disney College Program tradition, which you'll soon find out very quickly. Another plus to my location was I think I was one of the few locations at Disney with a really adorable costume. I love how wacky all of the costumes are at Disney, and I'm totally down to wear one of those, totally down for it. But I actually had a super girly outfit, which I'll put right here, right over here somewhere. There you go. It was really adorable. It was like a cute, like little blousey thing, whatever. You'll see it. You'll have seen it. But yeah, it was pretty adorable. So I'm expecting this year to end up with something totally wacky, and I'm ready for it. Like, hand it to me, girlfriend. I also kind of want to work somewhere like really cute. I'm not gonna say it because I'm gonna jinx myself, so I'm just gonna keep all that to myself. But yeah, I really liked that about my location as well. On the side of merch in a general sense, something I also really liked about working in the role of merchandise was you had busy times and you also had slow times. So you had your times where it went by really fast, but you also had times where you could kind of just like sit back and catch your breath. So that was really nice. You had go, 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 and then stop. And I think some roles are always go, 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 go. And for me, I'm the type of person where I just need to stop and I need to breathe for a second. And you get that in merch. You're guaranteed to get that in merch. I think even if you're in a park where it's always busy, you'll always have a chance to just sit back for even 5 minutes and just so that's another really awesome plus to working in merchandise. Something else really awesome, hold on, I need to get them. I have my handy little Disney box with me, so. Buttons! You can hand out endless amounts of buttons in the merch roll, which is really great because if you find out that one of your guests at your gift shop or store is celebrating a holiday, sometimes guests don't always know that you can get free buttons. So if they're celebrating a birthday, which I actually have a birthday one here, you can say, "Oh my goodness, it's your birthday. Well, what's your name?" And then you just, take out a button and say, "Happy birthday, so-and-so," and you give them a button and they're like, "Oh my goodness, this is so magical." They put their button on. And then they're celebrating like an anniversary or something. You've got like, I'm celebrating. I think there might be anniversary buttons now though. I could be wrong. Sometimes my head is just, but those are awesome, and that's another really fun part of working in merch is sometimes those little moments like that create magical moments for guests, and just seeing a smile on their face like that just makes the rest of your shift go by that much faster and that much happier. If you're having a bad day, that makes it all the better. Something else really fun about merch that I just remembered is, gotta dig it out of my box, pin trading. So you get a lanyard in merch and everyone gets issued a cast lanyard, and I think it has around 12 pins on it. You get it at the beginning of your time in the program and you have to hand it back at the end, so no, you don't get to keep it. But guests will come in and ask to see your lanyard, and then you can trade pins on it with theirs. It's really fun. It's just a fun experience to interact with them and talk about their pins. Sometimes you get really attached to the pins you get too, and it's really sad to say goodbye to them, but gotta do what you gotta do. Honestly though, that's all I can think of as far as merch goes and as far as my experience goes. I have nothing but good things to say about the role of merchandise, and I am so excited to be doing it again this summer. So hopefully if any of you are doing it, I will meet some of you, and I'm so excited that you are also embarking on this journey. Hopefully my information helped you a little bit. I guess I can add in a little bit of info about parks before I end this, and hours, working like how the hours differ. So with hours, I know a lot of people have talked about being scared that they're gonna be like going home super late. Honestly, with Disney cast busing, when you're in the college program, I'm gonna warn you now, at least when I was in it, it might be different now because I know they might have changed the bus company, but when I worked at Yacht and Beach Club, the bus that I took wasn't the greatest. Like the specific route I was on wasn't the greatest, so I would get off work at like midnight and I wouldn't end up catching the bus. Like I would be waiting for the bus outside and I wouldn't end up catching it until around 2, and then I wouldn't get home until like 3 a.m. Whereas if you work at Magic Kingdom, you would be stuck at the park until around 2, but because the busing at Magic Kingdom is so efficient, you would get home at around like 4 a.m. maybe. So honestly, I don't think it really matters too much where you work. You're gonna end up getting home late no matter where you work, because sometimes it just depends on the busing. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. It's all about the magic and the experience. You just gotta have fun with it and just make sure you're on a good sleeping schedule. It really didn't bother me too much. You end up having so much fun during your time there that you forget about all the little stuff like that. And you end up realizing you don't need that much sleep after all. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. Hopefully that helps a little bit. And of course, if you have any other questions about the role of merchandise, I would be more than happy to help. Make sure to enter a comment down below and I will chat you back. Obviously hit subscribe if you want to see some more videos and keep updated on them, and I'll be posting more consistently on my journey up until my program coming up this summer. So I'll see you all real soon.